Alright, welcome back to another layout update. And I'm going to run a train while talking about the layout, where it's gotten to, and any new stuff, and the future plans until we reach the end of the current track that exists. So we're starting off on the, I guess you could say, east end of the layout, because it's the east end of the house, which is also the front half of the house, but we'll be following this local, which is only a couple boxcars, caboose, and the SDL 39. So we're going to get started, and I hope you guys enjoy the ride. Okay, so as the train's leaving, this is currently the factory that's going to stay here. And the ballast has not been put on the tracks themselves, at least as far as the fork track. The background track, which is a siding, has been somewhat grassed up and ballasted. But what I want to do in this spot here is I want to actually put a road across the route right about here. And I got some crossbucks that are from a manufacturer that's relatively new, Tennessee Valley Custom Models. So check him out. He's got some really realistic road signs, and it's worth buying, especially if you're in Milwaukee. So pick it up. We'll move down this way, and then over here, nothing too much. Sorry about the lighting, but eventually I want to put track lights to light this up. Now this factory background is going to go away. It's not conducive to what I want to do. But I do need to paint the track at a certain spot and put ground cover. And as we continue this way, following the train, backdrop needs painted. And then there's another siding back here that, let's see if I can adjust the light thing a little bit there so you see it better, but that'll be another business that I'm putting in here. I mean, both sidings that you see, the one with the factory and the one with this, are going to be more like local town related businesses, probably lumber. At least one of them is going to be a feed, like a feed supplier. And as we go along here, following the SDL 39, I may put another road in like about here. Just get a little horn action. Got the rotary beacon. And I got these plugs here, these NCE plugs, installed. Got one there, got one back at the start of the layout. And as we move along, I don't know if this power line is going to stay here. That is to be determined. I mean, it's a Walthers, but I mean, at least something to be desired. But there's very, very little in terms of telephone poles and other stuff available. I wish the manufacturers would make some more. I mean, Walthers did make some stuff recently, but I wish they'd do a little bit more than that. But hey, take what you can get. So I'm gonna set myself here. We'll talk about the next section here as the train approaches. In fact, I'm probably gonna stop it right here for a moment to talk about this area, and then we'll start it back up again. Alright. So this area here is going to be a grain elevator. It's at least one for now, though I may extend the track to have two, but I don't know yet, because when I go to do switching on this layout, all right, a little better. Sorry about the lighting, a little messed up. Like I said, I gotta get better lighting. I know when I go to switch the layout, I'm gonna have to probably make myself a little box stool to stand on. The height of the layout was dictated by the light switches in my house. This is on my first floor, or main floor, whatever you want to call it. But it's high enough that I can watch the trains like eyesight, but too high to be able to reach things. So I'm gonna have to do some modifications of that. But anyway, one grain elevator going in here. I already got the storage crib, whatever you want to call it, already made. Got some of the parts painted. They're sitting in the basement. I got to get them up here and work on them. And I'm gonna talk about the other panel that's down here. I don't have a cup yet for the, or I should say pocket yet for the controller. So I kind of have to carry it with me when I actually use it. Great thing about digital control, from anybody who's never used it, you plug it from one to another while the main control box is plugged in. You can do that. You can start the train running, and just basically just starts it running, and then you can unplug as it goes. So I just turned the train up, and then watch, you just unplug it, and it just keeps running. So we're going to move around the curve now and watch the train move around, and we'll talk about what's on the next area. Alright, as the train comes around the curve, this switch is completely new, as is the siding, of course. And I also just today installed these wood panels for the fascia. And my plan, I'm not sure what I want to do in this area. It's up in the air. I do know that I gotta put a backdrop to disguise this wall joint. But now we're moving into the dining room here. And put it back down here. You can watch the train some more. And now we're running into, I'll turn it this way. Now, and you guys wondering why I keep bumbling over or stumbling over talking. I'm not a professional with this. Just a guy with a phone, video and trains that I put together layout with. And I just like to share what I do. And I'm gonna address there's been comments I've gotten in my videos that I'm gonna address here real quick. I'm not gonna say the users, because but guys accuse me of rambling, talking too much. You know what? Hey, take it as you will. If you enjoy my video content, keep watching. If you don't like that I talk too much, go. Hey, there's other guys out there. There's plenty of other YouTube channels out there you can watch. They're a lot better than I am at this. So we're about to get to the end of the track here. Watch the SDL39 one more time. I will eventually do a video where it's just the train running and me not talking, and I'll have like explanation words underneath and script that you guys can see. So about to hit the stop here. End of track. Alright, so from the end of track here, we're moving now to a lot of unfinished area. And this is going to be a feature, either a creek or there's going to be a road going under this. It'll be a trestle here. And I have this foam block sitting here in the middle in case I want to run track over and don't have time to build the trestle. And then this is all just a mess here. I put all this together actually yesterday. The frame was there, but the foam and the covering here was not. So that's about to extend the layout. Maybe at some point it'll go that way, but yeah. Now, for those of you wondering, and I want to address this as well, you notice when I was running on this line, there was no road bed under the track. That is because I'm on like the Milwaukee road in the 70s, either early or late. I haven't quite decided. And pretty much on a branch line where even like the main lines, it was just pretty much just nothing but grass. Barely any ballast showing, just all grass growing all over the place. And that's why you don't see any road bed. Plus, this insulation, this is sound material. This is regular insulation. I couldn't find any more of this, so I had to switch, but basically it does good enough that the trains can just run right over it. No problem at all. So, I mean, that's the extent of where I'm at on the layout. Thinking I might, in this corner here, now I'm thinking about, might put a farm in here, like a barn and a couple silos. The other thing, too, is in the back here, probably going to add a junction with another railroad. I haven't decided what that railroad's going to be yet. But then the other railroad will run either trackage rates or a little bit parallel to the Milwaukee into the town here that's going to be on this end. And there will be a town there. So that's about the extent of that. And now I'm going to do the train running it backwards. And I'm done talking for now. So, like I said, you guys don't like the rambling, don't watch my videos. I don't mean to sound negative, but you know what? Hey, you don't like what you hear, you don't have to watch. If you don't like the way I feel about it, you don't have to watch. I mean, that's just it. I mean, I'm making these things because I like to share what I do. And if you don't like it, don't watch it. Anyway, now I'm going to run the train backwards, and you guys will get to watch that without me talking. So if you do like what I'm watching, like, share, subscribe. You know the drill. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'm out.